Novak, welcome. Congratulations once again. Questions, Ben?
Novak, I actually wanted to follow up with something you said in your last press conference about the weeks at number one being one of the most important stats of your career. You have 428 total weeks at number one, but I think a lot of people think it should be 429 because when Jannik Sinner had his points taken away from Indian Wells last year when he had his positive test and his suspension, if those points had not been on his ranking for 1 week in August earlier, you would have gotten back to number one for 1 week. And so I'm curious if you think the ATP should change that for someday when someone is maybe closing in on their record in generations.
Maybe we'll have this discussion another time, but right now I'm okay with it. Right now it's fine, but yeah, I honestly I forgot about it. I didn't even think about it, but look, it's been a great career of hunting the number one for me and defending the number one. I mean, I've been there longer than anyone, so it's 1 week more or less. At this moment in time is not so relevant, but maybe that will change. I don't know.
Brian?
Yeah.
I think you'll be okay.
Yeah, I'll be okay for a little while, yeah.
Do you feel better now about the way you're playing or the way you're feeling?
Playing. Playing was good. I mean, particularly third and fourth, kind of started swinging through the ball a bit more. And honestly, I was pleasantly surprised with Norrie's level. I think he was playing really aggressive. I'm not used to playing him. Him playing so close to the line and just really taking the ball early, particularly on the forehand side. So, credit to him for fighting and playing some really good level, particularly in the second set, in beginning of third. But I guess when it mattered, I came up with some really good points, good shot, good serves. Yeah, serving performance definitely the best so far. So, yeah, it always this kind of matches and performances always give me hope that I can I can go far, challenge the best players in the world. In terms of how I'm feeling, it really goes up and down, to be honest. It's frustrating for me, honestly, that I'm not able to feel 100% always like I have for 20 plus years. But yeah, I guess the circumstances are quite different, and I have to get used to the fact that every match there's something that might happen, as it has been the case this year, pretty much every slam. So I'm just trying to do my best, manage the days when I don't have a match. I'll probably skip tennis training tomorrow, and just focus on recovery, because that's, I think, for me and my team overall the priority at the moment. I'm feeling the ball all right. Can I play better? Yes, always. But I'm happy with the amount of hours that I spend on the court playing matches in the first 3 rounds. So I feel like it's more about just managing the body and getting it as fit as possible for next one.
Eleanor?
With the back, was that something that happened in the first set, and how concerned were you?
Yeah, it did happen. I was 5-3 up. I think it was 30-love, and it was quite an exciting point, and I was at the net, and I was kind of moving in the right direction, and I caught the ball. It just made a quick move and reaction, and I felt the left side of my back. So, and I finished that game, and I just felt like I needed treatment. And again, I told Cameron at the net, I don't want to, I don't know if he thinks that I was doing that on purpose to bother him or not, because it's absolutely was not my intention. But I felt like I needed that treatment, and I felt better after that, when the meds kicked in as well. I don't know, when it gets cold tomorrow, I'll see what the reality is. But yeah, I was lucky not to, have that burden stay there. It was just there for a few games, and after that it was fine.
2 more in English, Matt, and then Willie.
Well done, Novak. His prompts.
Thank you.
But what can you do to make sure when you get, or to give yourself the best chance that when you get later in the tournament, you don't have half tank, I think was your was your term. Other than like not practicing tomorrow or something like that, is there anything else you're trying?
I don't know,
or
man.
anything you're doing differently?
I don't. Look. I'm. If anybody has been very open and curious about, trying new things out or like getting whatever sports science, medical sports science, claims that it's good out there, whether it's machines, whether it's, different treatment methods or whatever it is, I'm the first one to try it out because I not only want to be able to extend my career and perform well at this stage for as long as I can, but also I love the wellness and longevity. I'm very attracted by that. Like it's one of my biggest passions in life. So I always love to see not only how sick can we be, but how healthy can we be, like prevention. I work a lot on that. But I don't think there is much more that I could do than what I'm doing now, to be honest. So it's just, if the body doesn't listen to me, when I go deep in the Grand Slams tournaments, as it was kind of the case last few slams, then that's a hard one to swallow for me because I know what the amount of hours I'm putting in daily to care for my body, but at the same time, biological age is not something that I guess you can reverse, and it is what it is. The wear and tear on the body all these years is taking a toll, and I'm aware of it, but I'm resisting it. I'm trying to do my best to still be out there competing with the young guys on the highest level.
Last question in English, Willie.
Novak, at the end of Wimbledon, you were very philosophical, very reflective, and you spoke about the future and the questions you have.
Yeah.
As you've gone through the summer and now 3 rounds here, how are you feeling now compared with at the end of Wimbledon, both mentally and physically?
Well, I think I was, quite open in the press conference after semis. Gave a little bit of insight of what's happening in my head. I mean, I'm asking myself questions, of course, more, nowadays than I have been ever before in terms of like, how long do I want to keep going at this level and how do I want to approach my schedule to kind of extend my career? Because I really want to play. I still feel like I enjoy myself competing. I can be very hard on myself and my team. I know that, but I still feel like I have game left in me, to play at the highest level. And as I said before several times, as long as I have that feeling of really that level is still alive, is still present, I feel like I want to keep going. I want to keep pushing myself to see, whether I can have a shot at another slam or, any big tournaments and also enjoy the support and the love that I'm getting. Really, the last couple of years has been amazing. Anywhere I go, and I really, enjoy that feeling. And there are other reasons and motivations that I have to still keep on playing. But there's internal discussion happening as well for me. But I try to focus my thoughts and my attention to this very present moment and what needs to be done. So I'm still competing, and I might get a little bit more philosophical again when I finish the tournament, but I'll try to focus on next challenge here.
Okay, thank you, everyone.